So hello YouTube friends, I've just arrived up here in Scotland again to visit with Cath, who now I'm excited to hear has finished quilting all my mum's quilts, which I brought up a few weeks ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the rest.
And this is the big quilting machine that Cath uses to do that. And I'm slightly disappointed that there isn't a quilt on it this morning, because I was hoping I'd be able to show you Cath doing some quilting. But instead, even more exciting, is Mum's quilts.
Yes.
So where are you hiding them?
They're behind you.
Oh, are they?
In true pantomime style.
It's right behind you.
In 3 large bags.
Oh, wow, these huge bags here.
There's another one right behind you as well.
Oh my word. I saw all these bags when I came in and I thought, there's a lot of bags hanging around here. These are my mum's quilts.
These are yours, yes.
Wow. How did you enjoy doing them?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it. Yeah.
It was really lovely that you put on Instagram the quilt you were doing that day, and then a little bit of quilting and then the finished quilt. I love that you do that.
I find that it's the best way for people to understand the process.
Yeah.
But also to see the possibilities.
Yeah.
Because as you've now found, it can completely change a quilt.
I'm going to fish one out.
Go for it. Go for it.
Now, how are we going to do this?
So we are
Okay. So, I'm no expert, or I don't know anything at all about machine quilting, nothing. But I see straight away what you've got here is utterly changed what my mum made in such a brilliant way.
It's just a design that flows gently across the quilt.
How did you decide? How did you choose? Oh, this one's got those lovely butterflies.
It has, yes.
See the back of this one? Oh.
That's
They almost don't look like the same quilts.
No, and that's why I like a plain backing sometimes,
Yeah.
because then you do get 2 for 1, you get a reversible quilt.
How did you choose? I'm going to fish another one out.
Sure.
How did you choose, Cath, what to use?
Well, for this one, because you've got areas of reasonably large open space, you want a design that has some kind of a motif that fits.
Yes.
As something to look at. And also you've got flowers in the fabric, so I often look at the fabrics and then I scale the design. So I could have done massive butterflies, but I scale it down relative to the block size.
So that sometimes you can see a whole one, like there,
yeah,
and sometimes partial one.
So I find generally it's better to not match it to the size of the block. You want it just a bit bigger.
Yes.
Because then it doesn't draw attention to the horizontal lines of the quilt if there's any wobbliness in them.
Excellent, because there was a bit of wobbliness in these.
Hey, there is in most people's quilts. It's fabric, it has stretch.
That's right.
Yeah.
But also, some of these were made by my 90-odd-year-old mum.
Which is amazing.
Because she was making quilts up to a few months before she died.
Wow.
And so some of these will have been, what did you say?
A bit organic.
A bit organic.
A bit organic.
Well, I love that one. I really do. Ah, this is the square and square one. Does it sort of cinch in a bit? Does it make it a bit...
They do draw up slightly, but very little. It's usually less than ½ an inch.
Yeah, okay.
Unless it's very dense quilting.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I like this one as well. So I'm finding myself trying to find the pattern.
Well, I tend to pick designs where they don't have a distinct horizontal line because I want the piecing to stand on its own. But if you flip it over, you will see a bit more. But the rows interlock.
Yeah.
And that gives you a bit more of a flow.
Yeah. I see it once. On days when you were feeling like it, you could have it that way up.
Absolutely, yeah.
And have it as just a beautiful cover. Loving that one.
Okay.
Are we going to keep going with these then? I'd really like to.
I love your excitement because so often I don't know.
Will you send them?
I post them away, so I never. I don't always hear. Now this was a bit smaller.
This is the little, almost cot quilty one, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty. I liked that one.
Yes.
Before you quilted
So this
it,
design is related to the butterflies.
Yeah.
It's got the same loops, But then where the butterfly was,
is this lovely flower.
we've got this lovely flower.
Yeah.
And I picked the one, there is one with a rounded edge flower, but I picked the pointy flower to echo your pinions.
I like your thinking.
And again, sized it down slightly because didn't want to overwhelm it.
This is so interesting hearing your thought process.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do another one.
It's like Christmas all at once.
Well, it is a bit, isn't it? You know exactly what I'm thinking though, don't you?
Binding. Yes, I do.
I've got to buy... Oh, this is the purpley
And
one.
I'm thinking, I don't have to bind them.
You don't. Okay. So you're not going to offer to bind them for me, Cath? No. Oh, now then. Oh, look at that one. So now, because this has got a big piece of white in here.
Absolutely. Yes.
So tell me your thought process behind this one.
So actually on this one, I picked up on the tulips
Okay.
in the fabric.
Yeah.
And so I've chosen you a design which has tulips in.
Yeah.
But it also has these swirls and curls, which I think soften the very strong geometric nature of the quilt.
Yeah.
And just give it a bit of movement and flow.
Yeah. Let's see the back of this one. Yeah. I really like the backs.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. I like this.
The pearls on that one. Yeah.
Pearls.
Yeah.
I really like that one. We're not even... Are we halfway through? We're not even halfway through.
Not even close.
Okay, let's find... is this me as well?
Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah,
this is the purple one.
That's you as well.
We're going to have to do a lot of folding.
It's going to be like your worst washing day ever.
Now, this one. I've been looking forward to seeing this one. Because all the time that I was watching them on Instagram, I was thinking, which one am I going to keep? And I am going to let family choose first, but kind of like this one. This was the one where I had to make an extra block.
That's right.
In the corner, because I altered the size of it slightly.
I think it looks lovely.
I like the size of it now, and I don't know which corner I made the new block for, which is great. It doesn't stand out at all.
It blended beautifully.
Now, I can't see the pattern in this one.
This one's a much gentler pattern.
Okay.
With just all over sort of swirly leaves.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Yes, I like that one. Binding. Now, what's this one?
So again,
Is
you
this
can see
another
on the
big
back
one?
here.
Yeah. I do love these little circles.
Yes.
These pearls.
Well, that's one thing that computerised quilting can do well, because it's hard to do those evenly by hand.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Ah, right, the log
This
cabin.
is your log cabin. Yeah. There you go. Isn't it
Oh,
lovely?
that is very nice. Ooh.
So in terms of this one, we picked a dark grey thread,
Yes.
which wouldn't be necessarily what you would have thought,
No.
but it disappears best over the range of colours.
And that's interesting because it's obviously quilted, but it looks...
it's just more of a texture, a gentle texture,
that's right.
isn't
That's
it?
exactly what I was trying to think of saying, yeah. But then the grey gives you this real bold
silver
look on
back,
the back.
isn't it lovely?
Yeah. Oh, that one's gorgeous too. That one's lovely. We're nowhere near done. Is this the last of my mums?
I'm not sure, there might be one in the other bag as well.
Okay, alright.
I can't remember, this might be the last of your mums. Yeah.
Now,
is
this
your
one's the
purple
big sort of knot.
medallion. Yeah.
Medallion, is that what you're calling it? Sort of like a
because it's got a
big
central
knot,
motif.
a big central motif. I did quite a bit of tweaking to this one too.
Yeah.
I'll link to the video about this in the top corner so that you'll be able to go back and see that video about the... I think we'll make a playlist, Cath,
Yes.
so you can
Cath
see
playlist.
that. So this one, I can see on the white here this lovely star sort of flower,
yeah.
star flower.
Again, picking up on the shape of the flowers in the border.
And you've got such a lot of designs to choose from.
Yeah, I often get asked why I haven't got them all on the website. Well, because I have thousands.
Yeah.
And I'm getting new all the time because it's like sweeties. There's always new temptations.
So you browse...
I regularly browse. I use about 20 different designers. And one of my time killers is looking for their new designs and going, ooh, I like that one.
Okay, and so add to basket, I'll have that.
Absolutely. Well, to be fair, I do, as you've seen from my feed, get a huge range of quilts, from very modern to very traditional. So I need designs that can suit. Now, you'd forgotten about this. You actually have a piece.
I did that. That's when I did that tweaking.
Yes.
I did that, didn't I?
So if we shunt it up, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yes. Ooh, I wonder who's going to end up with that one.
I don't know, but
I've got an idea. I love it.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, I'm more pleased than I can even say. I really like them. I'm going to check to see if we've got them all, because that one is different and that one is just all the bits of spare fabric.
I think that should be
for binding.
Yes.
You're really not coming home with me then?
No, I've got a bit of a queue to deal with before Christmas.
But I think that's all of them, and I absolutely love them. And now, as we're looking at the back of this one, I wanted to ask you about the quilt label, which I was going to ask you to think through with me.
Yes. So what we're going to do is we'll use, bear with me, find the right bolt, either the white or the cream.
Oh.
This is, you've got it on the back of a couple of your quilts,
so
you have some in there.
Yeah.
This is 200 thread count per cale. It's beautiful and soft.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So this is Moda calico.
Okay.
Or muslin.
Oh.
Because we think of calico as something a bit rougher.
We do, don't we?
Yes.
Calico. So yeah, okay.
And we also think of muslin as cheesecloth, so
Yes,
it's a bit of
do.
a complicated one, but this is their 200
Lost
thread
in
count.
translation.
Absolutely. And it's beautiful to either hand embroider on, you can write on it with fabric pens, or we can machine embroider on
because
it.
I think that's what we've thought this one
that's
through.
right. Yeah.
That you would make a label for each of these quilts,
That's
and
right,
we'll come up with the wording, and then if I remember rightly, you're going to be able to do that on your new machine.
On my new machine, yes. Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your new machine.
Oh, it's like Christmas. So I have a large amount of customers now, and I decided to take the big leap and buy a second long arm.
A second long arm.
Because I love this one so much. I've had this one 6 years.
Have you?
Yes.
So a pair of long arms.
Well, I have got long arms, yes. So this one's moving down to the other end of the room, and I'm getting a new machine, which is a bit wider.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to do slightly larger, wider designs.
Okay, because you're limited
by the depth here. I only have an 18-inch, so that gives me about 11.5 to 12 inches to play with.
So that's how big a motif can be.
Yes, a row of the quilt.
What's this new one?
24.
Ooh.
So it nearly doubles my space.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Exciting.
Very excited.
But then it's you were telling me it's for doing what kind of quilts?
Custom quilts.
That's right.
Yeah. So for custom hand guided, where I'm in control for hand stitching, the work with rulers, all these show quilts you see.
Yes.
Are done slowly.
Oh,
it can take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and of course that means normally I couldn't quilt anything else.
Yes, because that quilt's on the machine.
So the second machine is going to allow me to do those at the same time as still doing.
So this will be the workhorse.
Yeah,
You'll
absolutely.
be able to do these kinds of lovely designs, which are computerised and self-guided, but you need to be there.
You still need to be there. It throws hissy fits if you wander off. I think it has a strop.
Did any of these throw a hissy fit?
No.
They were all right with it.
There was a few where, as you know, the piecing was a bit
wobbly,
right. So I can
it
ease it in a bit.
Yeah.
So that requires me to be here and put my hands
do that.
on a quilt. But
so we'll talk about those, and you'll be able to pop those in the post, won't you?
Absolutely. Excellent. So my new long arm, it's a unique feature to my lovely Innova, and it will be able to embroider across the full 12 foot.
So you'll be able to do all the...
Yes, but with no hooping. So normally on your machine, if you had a domestic machine, embroidery machine, you have to hoop everything.
Yeah.
No hooping.
No hooping, guys. No hooping.
No hooping, and you can just go nuts. So I'm already planning the possibilities, like embroidering borders for fabric to make skirts or things. So I'm planning on exploring the possibilities.
Okay. But I asked you when I first came,
Yes.
you know, when there wasn't a quilt on the machine, whether you were busy, and you pointed to all of that like over there.
Yeah.
How many quilts you've got lined up?
Just somewhere between 30 and 40.
Wow. But you would still be interested in taking new quilts on?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, now the lead up to Christmas is one of my busier times,
Yeah.
but January can be quieter. So
Yeah.
if you don't need it for Christmas, we're good.
Okay, so that would be interesting.
Yes.
If people needed this kind of work doing, get in touch with you, but
Absolutely.
be
Generally,
patient. Be patient.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm really pleased about that. That's all really good. So I am beyond thrilled, Cath.
Good.
Really, really beyond thrilled. What I'm going to do with these now is to fold them all up, take them home,
Yeah.
and I see that there's loads of
There's
excess.
lots of excess backing
And
and,
so-
wadding, so you'll be able to play with
Do
that.
I get to keep this?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's a cock quilt there, isn't there? That's
I was going to
very
say,
generous.
you will find off the bottom, you will have enough to do things, placemats,
Yes.
table runners.
small projects.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's very kind. And then, of course, each one has got its own excess bit
Backing
of
as
fabric
well.
that I can possibly use as a
Absolutely.
binding.
Yeah.
How many times have I said the binding word now? Don't worry about the binding. So we're going to fold these up now,
Yeah.
and you're going to, we'll work on an
We will.
embroidered label.
Absolutely. Yes.
And then I think the next time people see these, it will be when I've managed to do all the bindings, put the labels on, and then we can start giving them to people.
Which will be lovely.
I know, that's the bit I'm looking forward to. I really am. But we're a ways off that yet. But
Yeah.
this has been fantastic.
Pleasure.
Thank you so, so much. And I said to Cath when I first came in, I said she must come down to the Last Homely House sometime.
Definitely. Yeah.
And visit us there. I mean, obviously after I've bound all the quilts.
Yeah.
But you'd be very welcome.
It
You'd
would be a
very
pleasure.
welcome.
I'd love it.
That's great. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's fold them up. Let's do some folding. And we can have another quick look at them as well.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah, I keep thinking of family members and thinking...
I'll be interested to
Yeah.
see if the people you have in mind
Are the ones who end up with
are the
them.
ones who end up with them. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe they may not.
Me too.
Let's put these up.
This is the big log cabin. I
Go
think I
on.
know where that one's going. But it'll be up to folk. It'll be up to folk.
It will. Yeah. So you've got, because this was 110 inch wide, you've got a huge piece.
Ooh, because this was your backing, wasn't it? I
That's
think
right,
I
yeah.
yeah,
You had a bit
failed to
short.
get you a decent backing for that one. That was the one I put the blue with, wasn't it? Yeah. Great. Okay. It's nice working with soft things, isn't it?
I call them quilty hugs, and they are.
They are quilty hugs. That's right. That's what I
What we
was trying
need.
to think of. You know, we could be working at anything, couldn't we? But working with
Working with fabrics
soft
for me
things.
is lovely.
I love it too. I really do. I'm getting to see them all one more time.
Oh yes.
I love them.
Well, that and when you sit and stitch them.
Yeah. You're not going to see the B word. I'm just so busy at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Fortunately, binding is my favourite part of quilting.
Actually, it is for
Yeah.
me. I think it's the sort of last hurrah.
Yes, you know that the end's in sight, and it's
You
actually.
do.
I love hand stitching, so
Yeah.
we're not going to make a big deal out of this.
No, it's one of my relaxations.
Yeah, you do it on your knee while you're watching the telly.
Oh yes.
I can't believe how many there are.
Just a few, dear. Just a few.
Well, my mum.
I think they're lovely, and I love the variety. That's why I love doing them, because every day was a different quilt
Yeah,
in a different style,
yeah,
and I got to pick some fantastic designs
yeah. Wow, I'm
and enjoy
chuffed.
myself.
Very chuffed indeed. Okay.
And I don't have a favourite now. I like them all.
Well, I don't have a favourite either.
I think because of they've changed during the quilting. You know.
I like that one.
Mm. So
I like them.
soft, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them all.
Well, I like all quilts, as you know. That's why I
Yeah.
do this job.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So thank you very, very much indeed for letting us come and invade your workshop again. And we'll take that pile of quilts home. So thank you. And next time you see the quilts, hopefully they'll be finished. Yeah. Thanks, Cath.
Very welcome. A pleasure.
Plinky plonky music, and it's a wrap.